What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. A hawkless video? No, the hawk is on the other side of that door. I just wanted room in here today. I've been trying to clean a little bit. I did hint on my Instagram that a video such as this could be coming. I guess a lot of people don't even have a clue as to what's about to happen into this video. But the title could be giving it away. I don't know how I'm going to name this title. Currently, it is November 22nd, I believe. Yeah, it's November 22nd. It's going to be the 23rd of November, which ironically is my mother's birthday. So I figured we could make this video today. Let's start this video. Well, when you guys actually see this video, that's going to be a whole other different time frame. But I figured, like I've been telling you guys for the longest time, I want to be more transparent, more open with the channel, more me focused, so that it's not just the cars, because that does get a little weird and boring. And I feel like, you know, just doing a POV type videos, it doesn't always work. It's not super successful. And I feel like there's a lot more to add down the line by adding myself. And after what just happened, not even a week ago, last Wednesday, so the 18th, today's the 22nd, so you do the math. Went through something that I would consider pretty life-changing, actually forever life-changing. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna sit right here near my TV, and we're gonna just chit-chat for a little bit. This will be the longer video. I may do videos down the line outside of this, but what this video is gonna do is give you an idea of what the heck's going on here, an explanation, and then I'm gonna have little video updates built into this video. So this will probably be a sort of long video, but if you're interested in this kind of stuff and you want to know more about me and whatnot, then this is definitely for you. So without further ado, what's going on, everybody? Okay, this is like as awkward as it gets, like a million times more awkward than I ever thought it was going to be, but it has to be done. I want to get it out of the way. This is me. We don't really need to go into like first name, last name basis on here. Everybody just sort of calls me OCD now, which that's fine with me. I'm okay with that. But we needed to get this out of the way. This is like, you know, turning into this thing where it's like every time I turn on one of my platforms, Instagram and Twitter even, I'm barely even on Twitter and I still get messages, where are you going to do a face reveal? I guess there are some people, like I'm not even a big YouTuber. Let's not, you know, get it blown out of proportion here. I'm not some big YouTuber. I'm not Mr. Famous, and, you know, I never will claim to be. But I guess there are some people that have followed my channel for years, since the Scat Pack, the Hellcat. There's people that have just been invested into it, and I've grown with them, and relationship wise we've grown closer as friends, and some people as family. So this is one of those videos where it was like bound to happen, and honestly I am completely unprepared for this, so I don't really know how I'm gonna structure this, so bear with me on this, especially with the eye contact. This is kind of weird. I don't know what I'm looking at. There's like a screen here, but if I'm looking at that now, I know I can see I can look a little too high. If I'm looking here, I'm looking at you. Is that weird? Like we're making eye contact? Is that like creepy? So I don't know. We'll see. So excuse me if I'm a little awkward. I guess the reason I am making this video is because I just had surgery on the 18th, on Wednesday. I know this is a stupid thing, like it's a dumb reason, because there's a lot of like, I guess, heavier guys on Instagram and YouTube and stuff that are just super wildly popular, amazing dudes. It shouldn't even bother anybody, but it does. It bothers me. Bothers me because I battled with weight my whole life in my young ages, and then when I got to senior year of high school, through college and whatnot, I was looking pretty damn good. I was happy. I was super happy. As some of you know, and I'm not going to touch on this too much, we're going to give like a brief overview of what's going on here. But as some of you know, my mother ended up getting sick. She ended up being diagnosed with stage 4 well, eventually stage 4. They didn't really tell us the stage in the beginning, but she ended up having lung cancer, which started as a nodule, and then they did like a lobectomy. They took part of her lung out, and it was a whole long process. But needless to say, it went to her spine. They did a surgery. Well, they did radiation. That worked for a little bit, then it didn't. Then they did surgery. They paralyzed her. Because she was paralyzed, she eventually developed blood clots. Because of the blood clots, she had a stroke, and because of the stroke, she was unable to take chemo treatments anymore. Do I think any of that stuff would have mattered in the long run for her longevity of life? No. But she passed away at 54 years old. I'm an only child to my Italian mama, and my dad is in my life now more than ever, but wasn't so much then. So you could tell it was hard, okay? But during the whole thing, so once she got sick, I guess life just kind of stopped being the way it was and just changed into a whole other thing. So you go from having home-cooked meals, you go from having steady meals, you go from having any sense of a steady schedule to nothing but fast food, junk food, shit, garbage food, horrible food. And I'm not saying that anyone in my position would have had the same outcome. This is my fault. It is. It totally is. But I feel like not having access to time, not having access to the food, and then basically the depression, the anxiety, the unknown, the pain led me to food for comfort. So I ended up gaining quite a bit of weight. I would say maybe 150 pounds was put on from when my mom got sick until she unfortunately passed. Now, the other part of the story is, that she passed away 5 years ago. Why didn't I lose weight? Again, it's on me. I'm not blaming my mother. I'm not blaming illness or anything. I should have taken control, and I didn't. I guess insecurity, anxiety, being afraid to go to the gym because people are going to look at you. Same thing with the channel, being afraid to just talk. Like, do you know how many times I want to just flip the camera around and be like, this is me, like, just get this over with. This is not that big of a deal. I'm a normal whatever guy. Like, I'm nothing crazy. My personality might be what differs me from other people, but in the long run, I'm no better than any one of you. Ever, ever, ever would I ever say that. So I'm just glad it's getting out of the way. But as it sits, I have had 2 kids since my mother passed away. It's just been a lot of stress. There's just been a lot of things going from where I was to being a whole different type of man. Now being, I was the caretaker for my mother, having to lift her out of beds with machines and change her. She couldn't shower on her own. She couldn't do anything, really. I had to help her with everything. And it was very difficult. It hurt a lot. There was many, many nights of complete devastating feelings, like just like I don't know who I am, and helpless. Helpless was one of the big things that I had. So 5 years passed, and with the kids getting older and me being married, time got away. And the one thing that didn't change was my weight. Well, not for the better. It did get a little worse. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to go up. But the problem, it's like a weird equation. When you have the money to get the food and you're lazy and I don't want to wait, I want just instant gratification. I was trying to use food for comfort. So that's what happened. I could afford to eat out every night, and most nights we did. Most nights. And I gotta tell you, it's really bad for you. It's horrible. It's something you should never do. And I just started feeling more and more like shit. I would notice me sitting different in chairs. You go to a doctor's office, and when you have to sit on the edge of your ass to fit into the chair, or even my Tahoe. This is embarrassing, but we're open, transparent here, right? I can't buckle my Tahoe seatbelt, or I couldn't at one point. Now I possibly can, because we'll talk. But I had to get an extender seatbelt. Same thing when I went on my honeymoon, going on an airplane. I had to give you an extender. It kills you. It literally kills you inside. And instead of fighting to fix it, which I should have done, I let the anxiety and the depression mount. and it just made the problem worse. So here we are. Like I said, it's November 22nd. Tomorrow's my mother's birthday. So about a month and a half ago, my wife had this surgery. I guess, when we're partners in crime, we're partners in crime. We ate together, and we both put on weight, and we were not happy. So she had the surgery. It's called a gastric sleeve. I will post at some point while I'm talking, you'll see like a picture of, I guess, what the surgery looks like, but the gist of it. I'll probably post it right here so you can see it. The gist of it is that's a stomach on the screen, and what they do is they take off pretty much most of your stomach, and instead of it having like a pouch for it to collect a lot of food, what they do is they now just made my stomach sort of like a pass-through. It's very difficult to put into words what I'm feeling right now. I'm only a couple days post-op, but I can tell you, from the week prior to surgery, having to not have carbs, not have sugar, and the day before the surgery only being on liquid, and now for the rest of this week until Wednesday, I'm only on liquids. I've dropped about 30 pounds since last week. I'm scheduled, possibly, if I stick with everything, which I'm 100% focused on this, I should be down like 100 pounds in 4 months. Doctor convinced, I don't think so, but it would be a miracle. He's convinced I could be down 150 to 200 pounds by the year end, by next November. So 1 year after surgery. That will bring other complications, maybe possibly some skin surgery or something down the line. But all in all, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I'm done with it. They did 5 little incisions. It's a laparoscopic surgery, so they went in there, and I shouldn't have asked. I shouldn't have asked how they did it. It's like kind of sort of when you want to eat a hot dog, but you really don't want to know what's in the hot dog. I should have just never said anything. Like, I should have just never asked. But I asked them after the surgery, and it did make me nauseous just thinking about it. But they go in with their machines. Very surreal situation getting this all done during a pandemic. I can tell you that much. We had a lot of telemed visits, but I had to see therapists, nutritionists. I had to go to my primary doctors. I had to get medical clearance. I had to get letters of necessity. I had to get evaluated. I have to have many weigh-ins. That was just a big process, but I was very fortunate and blessed, thank God, that we're able to go through it. It's life-changing. I'm probably going to be taking vitamins and minerals for the rest of my life. I'm currently only allowed to drink 4 ounces an hour while my stomach heals. Eventually I'll get up to real food. This week I can't have real food, so it's tough. This week this month I'm injecting needles into my stomach every day for blood thinners. That's interesting. And then I've got to take calcium pills, iron pills, biotin, because you could possibly have your hair thin out and lose it or something. I don't know. I don't want to deal with that, but there's a lot of things. We can talk about that more in depth. But as of right now, the first week outside of this, like I said, I'm about 30 pounds down. And I'm feeling better. I'm feeling energetic. I have this weird pain. I spoke with the doctor, and I've been reading on some support groups and stuff. It's like dead straight in the middle of your stomach. It's this really crazy spasm, they're calling it, and it just hurts. It hurts. Man, does it hurt. But I guess that's where the sutures are and stuff, and you just got to be careful. It's not easy. It's not easy. With all the stuff going on in my life, the last thing I need is more criticism. I know I'll get criticism, but I feel like at this point I can handle it. And I'm getting a super horrible cramp right now, but we'll get through that. Yeah, so that's pretty much it as of right now. It's very awkward. I got to figure this out. Bear with me. We're going to learn together. If any of you guys are dealing with some weight issues, once you see this video, you could, hit me up. I'm always down to talk. I probably am one of the few people that answers every single message I get. I try to treat everybody with respect. I feel like I want to do what I want to do on this channel, for better or worse. If it sucks, and it's fine. But I had to do what I had to do for the health of my family, for my personal health, being there for my kids. We're going to Disney next year, and I want to be able to go on rides with them. I want to be able to have fun with them and not feel self-conscious. I don't want to feel like I have to wear layers to hide myself. I don't want to sweat all day in the summer anymore because I'm afraid to wear just a regular t-shirt. I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. And it's heartbreaking that this world is very cruel. It's a very cruel world. But you're always going to get those people that have the IQ of a peanut that'll think that they're just going to attack you about your weight and blah, blah, blah. But that's just because they have nothing else to attack you on. But look out for those people. You feel bad for those people. Try to talk to those people because they seriously have something wrong with them, not you. You could be overweight. Everybody could be overweight. Most people are overweight. I was just extra overweight. So as my numbers start coming down, I'll report back to you, and I'll tell you about my symptoms. As of right now, like I said, I'm getting these spasms, which they come and go. It's like contractions. It's very weird. But I'm just drinking as much water as I can, taking my vitamins. Starting Wednesday, I think I can start doing protein shakes. And eventually, like, my wife's eating grilled chicken, but she's only allowed to have like X amount of food, so like 4, 5, 6 ounces per meal or something like that. And you gotta be very careful what you're eating. Try not to eat carbs too much. Well, I'm gonna try to eliminate that. And red meat, I'm gonna try not to have too much because it'll probably be a little harsh to digest that, especially not till later. But yeah, that's it. This is part 1 of who knows. It'll be tangled into one video, so I guess it's all one part, but I ramble. That's the end of that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming by. If you stayed through this, I don't know how long this is already going to be. This could end up being a 20 to 30 minute long video. No clue. Don't care. If you're interested in watching this and you want to know more about me, I'm glad you watched it. You can thumbs down, you can thumbs up, you can do whatever. This video is not for any kind of that. It's just to show you who I am, add a different layer, like an onion, to this channel, and set the building blocks for later because I do have a lot of plans. So let's just transition to the next update. Welcome back to an update video. So as I said in the video part that you just got done watching, I'm gonna film, I don't know how often. I guess like right now this is about a week out, a little bit longer than a week. I guess every week or so for the first month I'll do like a little update on progress and where we stand. After that, probably a month, every month or so, until this gets posted. And then once this gets posted, because obviously I'm not going to just drag this on too long, because I will start doing other videos and you'll start seeing different content popping up. So it's going to be a little bit of a shock. Whoa, there's videos, but it's different. As of right now, me and my phone. So as of right now, and today is November 28th, I am down 38 pounds, which is ridiculous. My surgery was 10 days ago, but in all transparency, what ends up happening is the week before surgery, you're put on a pretty strict diet. It's no or low carbs. I went with very low. I don't think it's possible to have absolutely no carbs, especially when you were going from my eating habits to that. And then sugar, we just cut that out. No carbonated drinks. Basically, it was just eating as good as I possibly could. Oddly enough, did lose weight. Very, very good. Then the day before surgery, so my surgery was on the 18th of November. On the 17th, I was only allowed to clear liquids. From the 18th until a week after that, I was only allowed on a clear liquid diet. So that was phase 1. Now, because I'm in my second week, I'm on phase 2. So I think what it is this week and maybe the next 2 or 3 weeks total. So it's either a 2 or 3 week total thing. I'll be on pureed stuff. Well, basically that. I am allowed yogurt, sugar-free puddings. Soup. I was having soup. Now, it's weird when you say the puree. So they're like, oh, puree meats. That sounds disgusting. I'm probably not going to do that. So I did have like a sweet potato that we blended and it was like mashed. So we had that. That was really good. We had pumpkin soup, strained. So there was nothing like hard going down. I've had scrambled eggs and I just chewed very well until it was like the consistency of a puree type thing. And that didn't hurt me. So it's kind of like a trial and error thing. I'm drinking more fluids. I'm allowed, I think, 4 ounces per ordeal of pureed thing. My wife is on pretty much regular food at the moment, and she's on like 5 ounces. I don't know if I mentioned this in the other video, but she had the surgery a month and a half before me. So there's that. I think the end goal with this is I'll be on like 8 ounces, which is what you should have been eating, or I should have been eating. Most people possibly eat that. 8 ounces of food per serving. That's the goal, and basically just changing my way of looking at things, having the right types of food so that I get the protein and I get everything. But I am on a pretty good regimen now of like vitamins and minerals, and I'm taking a needle every day. I don't know what I said a week ago in these videos, but I'm supposed to have blood thinner needles in my stomach every day for the next month. So, 20 something more days or so of those, which sucks, but keep yourself alive. I'm taking vitamin C, I'm taking B12s, I'm taking multivitamin with iron, and at the moment I'm taking Prilosec and some gallbladder pill, which I believe that's basically for the next month total. They gave me pain pills, like a narcotic thing, but I don't want anything to do with that, so I didn't even bother honestly filling the script. I don't want that. Whenever I did feel some pain, I did some liquid Tylenol, and that was good. But I don't need to be on narcotic. I've heard enough stories, and plus that binds you up. I don't want nothing to do with that. So yeah, that's pretty much the update video. I feel better. I am going through this mental thing, and I'm sure it'll eventually pass, but I'm like, God, I should have had this as one of my last meals, and I'm craving this, and it's all just like a mental game. I think food for me was a coping mechanism when my mother got sick. So I think instead of me facing everything head on, what I ended up doing was, finding the one thing I could physically, financially, and emotionally control, which was eating consumption. So I basically ate my sorrows and my despair away, and it's a horrible thing to do. I recommend anybody that's in a bad situation, that feels like their eating habits have changed, or feels like they have nobody to talk to, reach out to somebody. I feel like I should have caught this. I did notice the weight gain, and I felt like I was thinking in my head, like, this is just, it's okay, it's gonna get better. It's not gonna get better. It can't get better unless you put the work in. And I know some people are gonna say surgery's so drastic and blah blah blah. I felt trapped. I felt like I had no choice. I felt like this was my last effort, my last chance. And I know my life's changed, but it's not forever changed. Like, I can still eat. Like, if I still want a hamburger, I can still have a hamburger. Maybe down the line I might be able to have a hamburger, but a quarter of it or a half of it, I'm still getting the taste. I'm still getting that mental thing. Pizza, same thing. Down the line, I'll be able to eventually have stuff. So I will be able to eat normal foods. It's just a lot less of it, and I'm going to be more conscious of it. Like, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to have a bunch of rice, because that's just empty calories. I'm going to want to have meats and proteins, fish and shrimp and stuff like that. It's mental. It's all mental. But yeah, how much? 7-minute update. It's going to be a very long video. I'll see you guys in probably another week. We'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you updated. See you soon. What's going on, guys? Here's another update. It is now December 6th. I am about 3 days away from it being 3 weeks post-op. Just talk about some of the stuff where I'm at right now. As of today, I am down 45 pounds, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. Again, that's not just from surgery, as I've mentioned in the past. That's the week before surgery. There was a pretty severe cut in food intake. But as of right now, it's 45 down. Doesn't seem like it's slowing down at all. We did have a slight slowdown. There was like 1 or 2 days where I went down either 0 or like 0.3 pounds. I know you're not really supposed to like measure every day, but it's kind of exciting. It's kind of fun to see and check it out. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. It's just 45 down, which is pretty cool. Hopefully 50 soon, and keep going onward and upward. I think I mentioned in the past, the doctor expects could be up to 200. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I don't know if it's gonna convey well in the videos. I did start right before surgery, or like right after surgery I might have started, so I didn't get the actual full effect of those like first 10 to 14 pounds off. So I mean, that wouldn't really make a big difference, but I do feel in this area, I get these weird pains and grumbles, it's weird. I do feel it in many aspects. My shirts are looser, my pants are definitely looser. I have a lot more energy, a lot less fatigue. I'm actually in a better mood, much better mood. Confidence is starting to fly up a little bit. Getting excited a lot more. I guess that's all good stuff. So for the first week after surgery, I think I mentioned that you're on a clear liquid diet. The first week is that. Then week 2 and 3, which is what I'm finishing up, that's pureed stuff. So I guess you wouldn't really consider scrambled eggs pureed, but I guess scrambled eggs, and then plus the way I'm chewing the hell out of them, is more like a pureed food. So I've been eating scrambled eggs. I've had sugar-free oatmeal. That's good. I've had a lot of pureed soups. So we made homemade chicken soup. I've pureed that. Anything that doesn't have like pasta in it, I can have. So it would be the soup, which would be just like the broth, the chicken, celery, carrots, etc. So I would have like that. So no bread, no carb. I haven't had any really carbs at all, so that's good. I've had pureed chili, so I've tried that. Puddings, sugar-free puddings. So basically anything sugar-free, carb-free is what I've been doing, and anything that I can actually get down. It's not easy, but you know, it was very easy to put the weight on, so it's a fight to get it off. Some people would call the surgery cheating. I would tell that person, go have the surgery and tell me how much I'm cheating. Please tell me. Tell me about going through a surgery during a pandemic, then tell me about the restrictions in your food and sitting there watching everybody else eat. It sucks. So like I mentioned, my wife, she had the surgery about a month and a half. She had the surgery about a month and a half before me, and just recently she had a whole wheat bread, turkey, lettuce, tomato sandwich, and she ate it. So there's a lot to look forward to. When I get to that point, I'll be able to probably have a quarter or a half of a sandwich. It's just going to take steps to get to where I would eat a whole sandwich. But even then, you don't need to eat a whole sandwich. You're going to eat slow. When you feel full, you stop. That's which should have made sense before it got me into this problem. But yeah, so that's that. So as of this Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, I'm just waiting for approval from the doctor. I should be transitioning into stage 3. Stage 3 is where you are basically allowed to eat regular foods, still restrictions. Obviously, I'm not going to be eating pasta yet, bread probably not, but I'll be able to have chicken, vegetables and stuff, not pureed. I'll obviously still have to chew good because I don't want to overwhelm, and I'm going to be eating in much smaller quantities, but I'll still be able to slowly introduce those foods into my system. I'm probably going to wait on like red meats and stuff, so it'll be like seafood, so I could probably have shrimp, stuff like that, maybe fish, salmon, whatever. So I'm going to slowly start introducing real foods. That'll be for a couple weeks, so it won't be as bad. I could have some lettuce and start, you know, getting back to some kind of normal. Within a few weeks, I'll get there. I'll just get there. I don't know how often I'll update. I might do a quick video. Like this is just like a little bit of a longer video because I'm going to be heading into a new transition, a new stage. So, you know, that's that. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to edit this. I don't know how the structure is going to be. I do talk a lot, but I feel like what I am saying is important, in my opinion. So if it isn't in yours, you can thumbs down. You can click away. You don't have to watch it. You know, it's the freedom of being free. You know, depending on where you live. If you live in New Jersey, you're not really free. So, yeah, that's that. That's the update. We'll see you guys on the next update. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another update little section. Currently we're in the middle of a storm, a big snowstorm. I figured I would try to film a segment of this on the GoPro instead of just having everything on the Sony. So this is gonna be a little bit of a new thing for me to look at the camera this way instead of up and down, whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna be awkward as hell for the forever, so whatever. Update. We're heading toward 1 month after surgery. I'm down about 48 pounds so far. Once we started introducing food last Wednesday, which right now is about 1 week ago, we started introducing real food. So I've been having basically anything I can really eat right now. I'm allowed. So I'm not having sugars. I'm still not having bread that much. Little bit, tiny bit. I don't want to have too much carbs. I'm noticing that my taste buds are changing. So the stuff that I would have considered eating in the past, I don't want anything to do with. So we've been eating a lot of chicken. I'm staying away from the beefs, the like roast beef, brisket, stuff like that, meatloaf, things like that. Dark meat, I'm trying to stay away from a little bit, more toward chicken, turkey. I'm going to try salmon soon, so I can see how that is. We've had shrimp, very good with shrimp. Vegetables, any kind of vegetables. For whatever reason, I'm craving tomato soup with basil. I don't know why. Maybe I saw a commercial or something, I don't know. But I'm craving that. It's slow going. When you're eating, it's very, very slow. So you're sitting there and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna eat. You can't eat fast. You literally can't eat fast. You'll make yourself sick. You'll throw up. So you have to chew very well. Try not to eat too much in one mouthful. Let it go down. Wait a few minutes, and then go to the next bite. Sometimes it takes me about up to an hour or so to eat. Typically 30 minutes to an hour to eat. So it's very strange. Most of the time the food gets cold that I'm eating, or warm, depending on how hot it was. It's an adjustment. The worst part, as of right now on this update, is not being able to eat and drink at the same time. I didn't think that was going to be the hardest part for whatever reason, but it is. I'm just so used to drinking while I'm eating. But now that I'm realizing it, basically all it was doing was filling my stomach up faster, and I was a fast eater. So, you pair those two things together, and you are so stuffed and overfilled by the time your stomach actually feels and translates back to your head, oh shit, stop eating. Like, you just stuffed yourself way too much, and it's disgusting. You go back and think about what you ate and how you ate it. It's gross. And it's good that this surgery is not just like a quick weight loss thing. It's a life change. It's a complete journey. It's altered everything. Everything else so far is doing better. I don't have the gas pains I was having. I don't really have issues. As weird as it is, the only pain I really have is, like, I'll get that hunger burning pain. I'm having a hard time staying hydrated. I'm having a hard time remembering to drink as much as I should. So I really have to work on that and try. But, I do feel a lot of difference. I see differences in my daily life already. My energy is completely skyrocketed. Like, I'm pumped. I'm like running around. I'm like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. Clothes are sagging like crazy, which is why I'm usually sticking with one of a few very select outfits at the moment until I can go bother buying new clothes. There's no reason to buy new clothes at the moment because I've only lost about 50 pounds, like right about 50 anyway. I have a feeling it's going to jump to double or triple that. So buying too much now is a waste when I know I'm going to have to get clothes later on again. So I'm just trying to buy time. It's winter, so it's kind of the perfect time to do this. By the time spring comes, I'll probably be in a whole different world. So I don't know how many more updates I'm going to give, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is the hoe. Like I said, it's snowing. So I'll show you guys real quickly what it looks like out there. It is cold as all hell. It's definitely windy. It just started not too long ago, but it is coming down already. So we're gonna get killed here. We're gonna get destroyed, but it's okay. Anyway, I'm rambling. That's your update. I'll probably wait maybe a month or so before the next update, and hopefully have some more good loss to talk about. As I was trying to say, but I get sidetracked. I did end up having like a plateau of sorts for the last week or so. Ever since I started eating more food, I'm only going down like 0.1, 0.2 very small. It's slow going, but you really don't want to lose too much too fast. I feel like 50 pounds, and it's not even a month yet, it was a lot. The rest is gonna take work. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take lifestyle change. So anyway, thank you for stopping by for this update. Let's go to the next one. Whoa, so update video time. Today is Sunday, March 14th. I haven't done an update in months. I think I just got to the point where I was past the hard stuff, and I felt like I wasn't gonna keep recording unless I saw some dramatic change. So here we are, 4 days away from being like 4 months out of surgery. What I can say now, meals, I'm doing 6 ounces per meal, sometimes 7, it depends. Never hit 8 yet. Eating a lot better than I ever have in my life. Currently right now, I am 87 pounds down from the day of the surgery. So tremendous feeling of energy, excitement, and whatever is crazy. I feel so much better. I'm fitting into clothes that I haven't fit into for so long. It's pretty ridiculous. You know, I'm wearing a pullover hoodie. I can't tell you the psychological effect of looking in your closet and seeing so many black clothes, t-shirts, big sized hoodies, and I guess not realizing that you were doing that to yourself. So this update's pretty emotional for me. It's been very hard. It's been a hard, challenging journey. I know some people out there are just gonna be like, "Oh, you took the easy way out" and stuff, but I think with the whole stress of my mom, that I feel triggered it, and having 2 kids and stress of daily life, I feel like, yeah, I could have done a diet, but I have no patience. So doing a traditional diet, I probably would have seen results over time, much longer. Never ever, there's no way I would have seen 4 months, 90 pounds. I'm gonna hit 100 pounds soon. 100 pounds. I can't even begin to explain what the hell 100 pounds is. That's a tremendous amount of weight. I mean, like I said, I'm wearing a shirt, even from the side. Just being able to stand here and not be as embarrassed, I feel energy that I've just not felt in a really long time. But I felt like I had to make this video. So where I'm at now, at this point, every morning I have a protein shake. So that's how I start my day, because I just honestly, I've got, like I said, 2 kids. It's very difficult. I have to take them both to daycare in the morning, then go to work. So I have my protein shake, which I mix in the morning. I make one for my wife also. And I bring fruit to work, so pear or apple and orange, usually 2 pieces of fruit. I have cashews, lightly salted cashews. I have in a little bag I bring with me. I'll bring a lunch. Most of the time for lunch, it's like a turkey sandwich with lettuce, or something along those lines, with like very low calorie bread. I try not to eat too much bread. I've avoided bread and pasta a lot. I just all but cut that out with sugars. I haven't really had much of any of that stuff. Haven't had soda in months and months. Nothing carbonated at all. Mostly water, vitamin water, Powerade, Gatorade, all like 0 sugar, 0 fat, 0 calorie type options are where I'm at right now. So none of the crazy stuff that I was eating. We had pizza the other day, so I can eat normal food, but it's crazy, mind-boggling to me at this point that I had 1 slice of pizza. One, not 2, 1. So not 2 fingers, just to take 1 down, but I had 1 slice of pizza, and I felt completely satisfied, actually a little bit full. I didn't even eat the crust. It's that's pretty wild. But yeah, I just wanted to check in, and like I said, I was hesitant to make more of this video. I'm still on the fence if this is all gonna get posted, because you know how it is when you're posting on the internet. You're gonna get hate, and then you're gonna get, you know, help and support from people, and you're gonna have, you know, the good and the bad. I don't particularly care, but I don't want to have a bunch of hate on a video and then say somebody wants to do a similar surgery, looks at that and thinks that that's their future. I don't want that to happen. But on the flip side of that same scenario, I also want to make sure, because there's a lot of people that are struggling with weight, especially after the quarantine. You know, world's starting to head back to normal now. We're starting to go out more, and you know, we're starting to get to the point where we're going to be going to the car shows, the car events, and being out more with people. So I don't know. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people personally that put on quite a few extra pounds, and I think the devastating mental effects of COVID and quarantine and not having that social life, it definitely screwed a lot of people. I mean, now on the other side of that, there's a lot of people that were just like hitting the gym and their home gym and their workouts and running and biking, and God bless them. That's awesome. I'm happy for you guys. But for me, it's been a tough go. So yeah, that's pretty much the update. I am lifting more now. I got the approval to start lifting, so I've just been doing weights, curls and push-ups, sit-ups, punching bag, and we have a Bowflex Max Trainer thing. I'm looking at getting a Peloton. I don't know if anybody has had experience with that. It's pricey, but I think bikes are pretty cool. Maybe a real bike would be better and go out with the kids. But yeah, this is the update. I'll probably maybe do one more update. I'm not quite happy with myself yet, although today was the first time I wore one of my hoodies and was able to zip it. I've been wearing the pullover. This pullover, this is like big, you know. This thing, picture me filled out in this thing, like, and now it's like, and so I ordered a smaller size of this, but yeah, this is it's just a comfortable around the house thing. So yeah, let's reconvene on another update. And what I'm hoping with these videos, because I still haven't edited any of this stuff. I've kind of just filmed the updates and the intro thing that I had in the beginning. I mean, you're talking months ago, 4 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, maybe 4 months and 1 week ago that I started doing all this stuff. I put the footage on SD cards and saved it, and that was the end of that. So let's see what happens. We'll see where I want to go with this. Hopefully the end game is being able to give you guys information about a surgery that I consider life-changing and life-saving. It definitely, I feel like it saved my life. It saved a lot. It saved a lot. It's given me hope back, and I'm having a lot more fun. I'm excited. I feel like the future is going to be awesome. I probably still have so much more weight to lose, to be honest with you. I know some people that are losing upwards of 200 pounds, so 150 to 200, which is crazy to think, because my goal weight is about 70 away. That was like an old weight that I was like in high school. That's where I was, as far as I'm concerned, the best. But if I get down another 50, I would be completely complacent with that. I think that would be really, really good. You know, losing 150 pounds is whoa, you know, but the doctor told me, you know, because of how much I weighed, which was a lot, you know, I could go down 150 to 200 pounds. So we'll see. Like I said, it's all lifestyle change too. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next update. Okay guys, it's been a while. It's been a big while since I did an update video, and I kind of forgot that I was doing this. There's just been like crazy hecticness, is that a word, hecticness? Going around, and I've just been focused on life and business, and you know, now we're at the point now It's getting close to July. It's almost the end of June, and we're getting close to the point where the pandemic is winding down finally. Been crazy. So where are we at right now? As far as updates go, I don't know. This might be the last one. Then I might decide when I have the courage, balls, cojones to post this. I am officially down 120 pounds from when this whole process started. So the surgery was November 18th. It is officially, what is this? June 19th. June 19th, down 120 pounds. I started this process at 400, however that goes. You use your imagination, which way. 400 freaking pounds of I'm gonna die and not be there for my family, and 400 pounds of people taking my weight as a tool to talk bad about me, because that's what, little babies do. And yeah, that's where I was. Now I am at 279. I keep going down. It hasn't really been bad. We've hit like little plateaus here and there. It's very strange. You can't get into like a solid rhythm. You have to switch it up because your body gets used to what's happening and the calorie deficit. So you have to, trick it. You have to do exercise, switch different types of exercise. I've been lifting a lot more lately, adding cardio with some things. I've got a boxing punching bag. So I've been switching things up a lot, and I guess I'm sort of at the point where I've tricked my body into losing a little over 3 pounds a week. Sometimes, on average, I would say I'm down about 2.3 pounds a week. That's the most consistent. My goal is to be somewhere between 220 and 235. That was where I was my happiest, I would say. I do have a lot of muscle, so it is getting more proportionate, and I can feel the muscle coming out more, which is hilarious to say that, but I'm starting to be able to wear XLs, and remember I was in 3 and 4 XL, so it's wild. It's really crazy to me where the process has taken me. There were times where I was very like, holy shit, is this really worth it? What did I just get myself into? This is a life-altering thing, but this is for the best. Just tonight I had grilled chicken. We had 4 ounces of grilled chicken, baked potatoes, some greens. You change your life. Everything's changed. I'm so much healthier. I can go to the park and I run around with my kids, and that right there was it. That was the most important thing. Forget about my confidence. It's the confidence that my kids have in me, that daddy's there. It's not that they were embarrassed of me, which sometimes I felt like they were, but I don't think they really were. I think I was just embarrassed of myself, and I was projecting it, and that was just not fun. I would go to the park and I wouldn't play in the playground, and I wouldn't want to go out as much, and now I'm like pushing. I want to go out. Oh, Savannah, you want to go ride your bike? Let's go ride your bike. And we're out there and we're doing a lot more stuff and being more physically active and being more engaged with my children and my wife, and everybody is just happier. It's just a happiness thing. You can't stress health enough. We got into this crazy funk, and I know I probably mentioned that. I don't even remember what I've said in the last couple of videos, to be honest with you. All I know is it's been wild. You get into this crazy funk where, okay, you have the money to order all of this shit, all of this junk, but do you do it? Are you supposed to do it? I can't even believe the amount of food I used to eat in a sitting. It's disgusting. It's unbelievable. I'm so much better off, and you don't even realize what you're spending either. It's $40, $50 a night sometimes just for food, and now we're ordering out for the whole family. It's like $20, maybe less. We go out and we're constantly stocking up on chicken and making our own foods, and it's just so much nicer. We order out and we might get at an order out place a grilled chicken salad or something like from a restaurant or something. Crazy, but life-changing, and you have to do the life-changing thing. And for any one of you that wants to talk about this surgery, talk to me, message me. I will be completely transparent with everybody and answer any questions you have about pros and cons. But I have to be completely honest, whatever cons there are, they're far outweighed. I know I don't look like some supermodel, small, dude, but I feel incredible, and I know I've got potentially another 40, 50 pounds to go. So, I mean, maybe from here I might do another video when I hit 150, because that's 30 pounds away. I mean, it's not that far away, and who knows how long this video is. So maybe we will do that. Maybe we'll do another 50 down. I really want to portray the transformation. So anybody that's got this battle going on, don't be afraid to talk. I think that was one of my biggest fears. I was just such an introvert about the situation, and I didn't want to come to coping with the fact that I had gained so much weight from, you know, I can't even blame anybody but myself, but it was absolutely depression that did it, but it was me that did this. Like, you can't sit there and point fingers and be like, this did this. My mother didn't do this. My mother didn't get sick on purpose and get me to gain weight. I allowed this to happen to myself. I take full responsibility for what happened, but you have to find a way to change. You have to find a way to change. And for everybody out there, you know, you could diet and you might not need the surgery. For me, I know some people will say it's a coward's way out, but listen, I had a surgery during a pandemic. It was very scary. It was insane. I was at a hospital by myself, and, you know, it wasn't easy. After the surgery, it wasn't easy. Having this lifestyle change is sometimes psychologically not easy. Sitting there having one slice of pizza and you're just full. Half of a hamburger and you're full. Some things you just can't eat. I threw up many times just from something didn't sit well. You have such a small stomach. You eat 8 ounces at most 8 ounces in a sitting. You don't have a lot of room. You know what 8 ounces is? You wouldn't even believe it. It's just weigh your food. Just go weigh your food and you'll blow your mind. I used to eat 20, 30, 40 ounces of food. Where does that go? Just this big fat cow gut that was created from overindulging, because that was the only thing I could control. And you shouldn't have that. You need to have an outlet to talk to people, because I feel like talking and realizing your worth and realizing the problem that's happening and being open about it. I could joke about it now, but I couldn't have joked about this before. Anyway, this video is going to be tremendous. It's going to be stupid long. Again, I'm probably not going to know when it's going to end, but I just wanted to keep filming updates to talk to you guys. Hopefully I do have the balls to post this, because I do feel like if it changes one person's life, if it helps somebody get confidence to just talk, helps somebody get information to make that step to go get the surgery, just do it. Do it. Don't be afraid to do it. Life is so short. I wasted so much time having all of that weight, and I could be at my goal weight before the end of the year. You know how incredible it is? And once I get to like 230 or 220 or 235 or anywhere around that range, then the plan is to get to the gym hard and put lean mass and actual more muscle back on. So I'm more happy with the physical appearance that way. Tone up and then deal with any potential skin issues. I haven't had a ton of crazy skin issues at the moment. Maybe my arms a little bit and my midsection a little bit, but other than that, it's all stuff that I think maybe could be toned up at the gym. If not, I will have surgery. And as vain as that sounds, I did not have this process happen for me to not feel 100% comfortable in my own skin. So take that information for what you will, and that's the end of this update. I will probably, like I said, when I hit another milestone, I'll come back, but 100 was pretty crazy. I went by that quick. 120 pounds. You know what 120 pounds is? I have friends that are 120 pounds. I love you all, and let's see what the next update brings. Okay, so I wanted to toss in another update video. I might do other videos. I feel like this is getting very long. It's gonna be really long. There's a lot to talk about. I don't know how much of what I filmed is actually gonna make it into the video or any of this at all. So I figure add what I can now, talk about what's happening in the updates until I get to my goal, which I'm pretty close to, but we've hit a snag. So the last month or so, the weight's been coming down a lot less, which I expected. I started eating more, and you just can't lose unless you're working out. So that's what I changed over the last week and a half. So what's changed? I work out at least 5 days a week now in the garage. I don't have some crazy system set up at the moment as far as equipment goes. I've got a punching bag, I've got my Bowflex adjustable dumbbells, I'll show you guys them, I got my bench. I'm very slowly, or not still, going down, but here's the changes I made. I've added a pre-workout to my life. I've added a lot more animal protein. So I've discovered Popeye's blackened chicken strips, and 3 or 5 piece, whichever you just decide. It's pretty good, protein wise to calorie wise, very good. Chick-fil-A grilled chicken nuggets, very good calorie to protein wise. So I've been stacking up on as much protein as I can, adding in as many greens. We're cooking a lot more, so just doing a lot more to eat clean, avoiding any kind of junk. I don't have a sugar cravings. I obviously haven't had soda in over a year and a half. Cashews, I tried cutting those out. That was like a little bit of a vice. I cut those out. I feel way better at night. Since working out, I'm burning at least 600 to 800 calories a day. Going through it, depending on which cardio I add, if I'm going through the max trainer or jogging or the punching bag, or how aggressive I am after my actual workout, I'm burning quite a substantial amount, at the very least 450 to 500 calories. So I wasn't eating enough. I had to talk to my nutritionist. So at one point my calories were 1700 to 1800 a day. No way that was going to work for me. So she told me to bump it up 250 to 500 and just see where I am. The last 2 days I've been going down. I've been eating a lot more meat, working out a little bit extra. This morning was the first time I put oats in my shake, so we're going to see how that goes. And I mean, it's all a learning process, a learning curve. I just wanted to give an update that I started adding weights to the mix. I am down another 0.6. I'm going to start weighing myself every other day or every third day, because I feel like what's happening is, I was reading, it's called body recomposition. Again, I'm new to this. I haven't worked out at this level since high school, college, long time. So I just feel better. I'm happier. I feel difference. Even if I'm not seeing it on a scale, my sides are slimming down, my chest is getting tight, my arms are for sure getting bigger width-wise, less flabby down here. I feel shoulders and traps. I feel my back getting tighter. Energy, happiness, general euphoria. Working out is the real deal. It has to happen. Even if it's just a little bit each day. I'm telling you, from somebody that was completely not physically active at all. I couldn't do something simple, and I noticed this today because I was doing dips. And the first time I had to do that with my workout just a week and a half ago, I really couldn't do many stable. And with my app, I'm able to record weight and reps, and I can go by their recommendations. I usually try it, and if I feel like I can add more safely without pushing myself too more, or if I feel like I haven't gotten the burn from it, or get a general use out of that particular motion or workout, I add reps or I add weight, where everything's got to be tailor fit to me. So they can't just suggest something and you expect it to be perfect. They have to modify things. That's the whole point of working out. It's a journey, you know what I mean? It's a long marathon. This is a life-changing thing. This is never going to be, oh, we're in this for the short term. We're playing chess, not checkers, baby. We're taking off. We're heading somewhere. I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. But the app, I noticed I'm adding 5 more, and I was able to do them confidently. I was able to hold my body weight up more. I'm doing exercises there's no way I would have done. Mountain climbers and walkouts and bear crawls, things like that, where I wouldn't have been able to hold myself up and didn't have the upper body or the core strength. So that's another thing. Last thing on this update, I noticed that my core and my triceps were very weak. Chest strength, shoulders, and for sure biceps, I'm extremely strong. I've always been. I used to lift a lot of weight, so there's just tons of muscle that never really left. I'm very strong. I'm not, bragging or anything like that. I've just been strong. I've been strong, but that means nothing. Core strength is what I want. I want to build my core up, and I want to get lean muscle, and I want to do this the right way. Like how much you lift and this and that doesn't mean shit if I can't control my body movements and do the exercise the correct way and the correct motion, and you're just throwing weights up. It's cool to say I lifted this and PBs this and peanut butter and jellies, whatever. But I want to do it the right way. I want to get rid of the fat and replace it with lean muscle and good muscle and healthy muscle. So I'm doing my best to focus on doing the workouts the correct way, the full range of motion, and even if that means lowering the weights to get the reps, I want the reps. It's not the weights for me. The weights can come later, where I'm gonna bulk up a little bit more. So where we stand right now, today's November 14th. I'm almost at my surgiversary or whatever the hell it's called. Like I said, we hit a plateau. So we're a little over 140 pounds down. So I think at one point it was 400 or 405 pounds, and I'm at 259, 260, depends where we go. So I'm not upset about that weight now that I'm lifting and I am slimming down, and I feel better. The goal was always and still is to get to the 220 to 235 range. 235 for sure at a minimum is where I want to be and where I'm going to be. I'm mentally programmed. I'm getting to that. I don't care what it takes. Biking is going to get incorporated. I don't care what it takes. I will push myself, and I am going to hit my goal, and I am going to be happy, and I'm going to lift others around me to do this, and that's where I'm going to be. You need people to show you that it can be done. And if I could do this, I'm telling you right now, anyone can do this. And don't ever look down on yourself. Don't ever think that you're not worth the effort. You have to try. If you don't try, you will never know what your potential is. You're going to sit there and be like I was, just eating and eating and eating out of depression, and you do not want to do that. Trust me, please God, don't do that. It's not the way. Instead of sitting upstairs eating, I'm down here furthering my goal. And I don't care how long it takes to get to that goal, I'm getting there. It's baby steps, I will get there. I don't care if I lose 0.2 pounds every week, I will hit my goal eventually. No matter what, 0.1 pound a week, half of a point of a 1 pound a week, I will get to my goal at some point. It doesn't matter when it is, I'm gonna hit it. Progress is progress, I don't care how small it is. So I'm doing this, and I just wanted to make this little update video. Anyway, another 11-minute long video. This is gonna be like way over an hour long video. Do I care? Slightly, not really. This has to happen. I need this. This is my base level video. You're gonna see a lot of shit. You're gonna be super fat me, all the way to not so fat me, still pudgy me, hopefully cute me, dad bod me. I don't know what the hell this is, but have encouragement. Cool update. We'll talk soon. I love you guys. Where we're at now in the videos, enough has happened, and now there's a lot more happening. Excuse my voice, by the way. I have some kind of cold. It's not the C word, so it's a different C word, cold. So a lot has happened. We've gotten to the point now where I feel like the transition from here on out is going to be separate from the surgery, in my opinion. I don't know. You could tell me what you think, but I think, you know, recap here. We started at like 400, 405, and currently, as I sit here today, I am at 257. Quite a bit of weight loss. Not where I want to be though. So what's going to come next is weightlifting and a whole other journey that actually started over 6 weeks ago. I'm a little late to filming, but I actually have a Peloton, a separate bench, and I've been working out 6-7 days a week consistently down here. I'm seeing a lot of change. The weight isn't coming off as fast anymore, but now I think I'm going to a phase now which is like body recomposition phase. So basically what's happening is I'm putting on lean muscle, losing fat, I feel slimmer, and arms are getting bigger, and I'm feeling the strength going up, my endurance is going up. I'm dedicated to this. I've come quite a long way as far as my fitness level, my health level, my plans, and you know, I've learned a lot. I've learned what I like and what I don't like so far when it comes to proteins, protein shakes, and proteins in general, and animal proteins and food consumption, and a lot has changed with that. Then, you know, I've got my pre-workouts that I've added into my life because I've been working out quite a bit. So there's topics to talk about with those. I got my post-workout drinks and my shakes and just what I've been doing. you know, I'm by no means some expert or any of that. Now, I did order some stuff to make this kind of like a home gym for now until things go better with my car search and I can go to a gym and then have a new car here. So that's where we are, and as always, see you guys on the next one. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to an update video. I have been slacking on these. It is, let's say, middle of September. I think it's September 17th, 2022. We're closing in on 2 years from surgery. What I can tell you is weight has just been very stagnant. I'm kind of stuck. My own fault. What changed so much? I eat kind of sort of whatever I want to a degree. So not size-wise, food-wise, but food-wise. So what does that mean? I used to be able to manage myself better. I would sit there and I would be like, oh, I don't want to eat that. That's a little greasy. Maybe I should avoid that. I don't do that as much anymore, but I am still conscious of the calories of certain things. But like today, for instance, we were out and I had a hamburger from Burger King. And I had some chicken fries and not French fries, but I had like an onion ring. Whoa, I had a cupcake yesterday. So I am treating myself. I think my problem at nighttime is nighttime snacking. So, you know, I'll have a Yasso Greek yogurt bar, pretzels, maybe a protein bar. I'll have a protein shake. So I am eating a little bit too much here and there. So my weight at the moment, mind you, it was 405 when this whole process starts, 405 pounds. Today, I believe when I woke up, it was 228. So I notice I hover between 225 and 233. It depends. Some weeks, weird as it is, you get like constipated sometimes, or you eat a little bit too much or whatever, you retain water. Some things are just too salty and you're just kind of retaining water, so you do go up a little bit. I've gone through a lot of different phases so far in the last 2 years. I was taking a lot of pre-workout stuff. I kind of stopped taking the pre-workout specifically because I started having an energy drink every day. I know they're not the best for you, but I've kind of just put it into my schedule. Have like a coffee in the morning, have one energy drink, or maybe 2 coffees during the day total, 1 in the morning, 1 at some other time, and then an energy drink. Still less caffeine total than I was when I was having these pre-workouts. I just don't think I need them anymore. My workouts aren't so aggressive where it's like I need that much caffeine. I think that was like causing problems, but I stopped with that. I am still lifting. I do notice gains. You know, I'm not some bodybuilder, but when you were as huge as I was, every little thing is like incredible. It's bigger. I notice my arms are bigger. I notice more muscle definition. I am gonna have a problem with loose skin, but I'm gonna wait probably till the spring of next year or summer of next year. Then I'm gonna go for like some kind of consultation. So I'll have the rest of this year and I'll have the beginning or middle of next year to finish hopefully pushing where I would like to be. So I have hit my major weight goal. My first weight goal actually before that was 235, and I went past that and I didn't even really think about the milestone moment to make a video, which is stupid because I should have, but I didn't really think about that, and you know, that's my fault. But like I said, I also haven't been recording anywhere near as much as I should have, and I probably should be having some kind of mic on right now, but this is just very impromptu. I just got this camera back. It was completely messed up. It was dropped. I don't know if it was my fault or my son. Who knows? My fault because I wasn't watching him, or my fault because I did it. I don't know. I don't remember. But this is where we're at. So like I said, currently 228, massive difference than the 405. Food consumption, very much different than when we first started these videos. Confidence-wise, way through the roof compared to where I was, but not quite. I guess what I thought was gonna happen was I was gonna end up having this overwhelming love for myself. I have a respect for what I went through, but I still don't like me fully yet. I feel like I got a lot to do still, and I think that's just part of the journey. I don't think you ever really truly love where you're at. You should always strive for better. But I feel like I was in such a dark place that, you know, I'm in a place now where I need to respect where I'm at. I need to be happy where I'm at. But I came from a real bad place. I mean, you saw the first couple videos. It's embarrassing, but, you know, I know what happened. I did it to myself. I can't blame anybody. I probably have said that. I don't even remember what's in the other videos that I filmed. I probably have said that a million times. I hope I said that. I have nobody to blame but myself. I ate myself into submission. I had kids, and then I eventually looked in the mirror and I said to myself, I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna leave my kids without a dad. I'm depriving my children of experiences and memories and time with me, and I'm depriving myself of that also, but mostly my kids. I'm taking that time away from them selfishly because I wanted to sit there and sulk and not do something about it, not actively try to do something about it. And that's not fair to them, it's not fair to me, it's not fair to anybody that loves me, and I just did what I did. And I don't regret it, not 1 second of it. I'm the happiest I've been, but we're on a path, but I just don't think it's ever gonna get to the point where it's like, whoa, I'm fully 100% happy. Obviously, I'm never gonna have some like earth-shattering 6-pack, 8-pack bodybuilder type lifestyle. I think I just abused my body too much. But I am gonna get surgery at some point for any like loose skin under here. It's not a ton, but there's just that. And then, you know, shirts feel better, but it's just the lower part of the tummy, just a little bit of skin that's just never gonna go away. Inside of the thighs, a little bit of skin that's just never gonna go away. And you're just never gonna feel comfortable in front of a mirror naked or something. Like, I know that shouldn't matter. It's so stupid and like weird to say that, right? Like you don't ever think about these little things when you have the surgery. Like, your health is number one, but now it's getting down to like the nitpick, minor, first world problems, right? Like, I do want to look better. I do want to be a little vain. I feel like I went through a lot, and I feel like I spend a lot of time now trying to lift, and I've put on a lot more muscle mass, and I've gained strength, and I've gained, you know, a lot from this whole process. And I'm gonna keep pushing with that lifestyle. I'm gonna keep growing and furthering myself. It's so funny also, I filmed all these videos. I don't know how many there are, I don't know how long this is gonna be, if I'm breaking this up into parts or whatever, but I filmed this all with the full intention of posting this on the Honestly OCD account. And since then, just recently actually, within the last like 2 months, I actually made this new account that I'm probably posting this on as I'm filming this, which is the Strictly OCD, and keeping it more personal and doing more vlog type stuff and having more of my life and whatever on here. So that's probably where this is going to be now that I'm thinking about it. It's like weird. I was like sitting there and I'm like, yeah, where am I going to post this? Well, that's where I'm going to post this. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions or comments or whatever, I'll try to do my best to answer things and give you some advice or encouragement, or if you're going through some shit, let me know. We'll talk. I only ever wanted to do this for me being able to help. Helping is my passion. I don't want you or anybody. I don't want you or anybody to feel like you have no outlet to get answers, to get help, to get a shoulder to cry on, to have a person to talk to, or any of that stuff. So, you know, reach out to me. I'm here. I'm real. I'm not, you know, doing this for, I'm not trying to get rich or any of that stuff with this. I'm not trying to get a viral video. You know, if only 10, 20, 30 people see this video, still 10, 20, 30 people that could get benefit from it, and that's where I'm at. So we'll see. I think I got one more left, and then we're done filming. So see you soon. Okay guys, this is gonna be the final part of this whole video. Again, I've filmed a few things. Some things I've went back on after I filmed editing wise, and I was just like, I can't post this. Or maybe it's just like a self-conscious thing that I look at myself and I'm still not super comfortable in front of the camera, super comfortable talking to a lens. It's kind of strange. In case you're wondering if the quality has jumped from all over the place till this very moment, right now I'm filming this last little part on my new A7 IV until my A7R5 comes, until the A7S4 comes, and you might not give a damn about that, but I was just letting you know. So now we're on an actual full frame camera on a tripod, well, a table tripod, and we're talking. So where are we? So as of right now, today, it is November 5th, 2022. It is to the month, not the day, almost to the day, very close to the day, 2 years since surgery. Right now, I weigh in at 235, but I come between like 230, 235. So right around there. That's about the average. I'm putting the higher number because that's just what I normally do. I'm not going to tell you I'm a lower number for no reason. So I, at that weight, 235, have lost 170 pounds from the 405 starting point. That was my highest. My highest was a 405. Am I happy? Yes and no. I think once you get to a certain point in the weight loss journey, you are just never going to be happy. I think that's for everybody. I think if you start losing enough weight, you're just not ever gonna feel comfortable. You can say you will and you pretend you are, and some days you forget and you get into like a little bit of a comfort thing and you think, oh yeah, I feel better. I think I look better, but deep down you are still experiencing that dysmorphia, body dysmorphia, and you still feel like you haven't lost anything. And even though I feel like I look not normal, I would say like a normal / better build than I had. So more of an athletic build than I've ever had, because I've put on a lot more muscle and gotten a lot more definition than I've had, but I'm nowhere near some kind of peak anything. So I'm good, but where are my goals? Ideally, weight-wise, I want to be between 205 and 225. I don't want to leave that number. So I'm not quite where I want to be, but I'm very close, and that's encouraging, but it's still upsetting because I could be honest, and this is what the whole point of this is, the last couple months I've hit plateau, big plateau, and it's my fault, totally my fault. I've gotten comfortable, and you know, when you let yourself get comfortable, you stop with the systems that you had in place that were helping you achieve the weight loss. So I know what I'm doing wrong. I have gotten to a point now where I'm eating too many rice cakes. That's odd, right? Very strange. Too many chocolate rice cakes, addicting. Too many protein bars. Stay away from those. Maybe one a day, I would say, is what you should have at most. They are very high in calorie. Sometimes I find myself having 2 or 3. And I don't realize it, but I feel like I'm using them mentally as like some kind of snack or a cheat. But it is a cheat. It is a cheat. It's not supposed to be a multi-point food for your day. It's supposed to be like a meal replacement or like a quick pick-me-up. If you have no access to real food, you should get your protein, your energy, your nutrition out of real food. Like I just had for dinner, white rice with shredded chicken. And that's what you should be eating. More chicken, rice, and steak. I have a lot of egg whites. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I've just been doing that, and I have to admit too, since vacation, now it's July, was vacation, and it's November now. My workout schedule is so off. I got hurt right before vacation. I messed up something over here. I think it's called the serratus anterior, something like that. And I took a big break. I wasn't lifting like I was doing just more cardio focused stuff, but even cardio running was hurting that specific muscle. So I took a break, and I just feel like I lost a lot of my drive. Again, totally my fault, and it's easy to remedy if I just stop being such a biatch about it and just go out and do it. I got a home gym here. I got tons of equipment. I mean, come on. I have no excuses. I have Peloton and treadmill, and I've got weights, so much weight. I get enough to do every exercise I could ever want to do or need to do. So it's just a matter of cutting the shit and just getting back to it. So that will happen. Not sure what else to say. I did hit the plateau. I'm going to fix that, but I am happy. Overall, I can say the whole journey was worth it. The last thing I do want to add is that just something that just came up now. Since vacation, so many things with this vacation thing. Since vacation in July, I've had in my right ear, a lot of people, I was saying tinnitus, but I guess it's called tinnitus. But I have something called pulsatile tinnitus. And we're trying, as of this very moment, I might update later on when I figure out what's going on, but we're trying to figure out what's causing it. What tinnitus is, if you're not familiar with it, is it's like a whooshing sound. It's like whoosh, whoosh. Oh, that's the pulsatile version. Otherwise, it's a humming like noise. Seems like it's very common, the actual tinnitus version, but my pulsatile version is not as common. And we're trying to figure out what's causing it, because, you know, some of the causes can be quite scary. People are saying AVMs and brain tumors and narrowing of blood vessels that could require surgery with stents in your brain and a lot of crazy stuff. So I haven't been me and actively posting for a little bit. So I've been falling off with that. I've just been kind of like creeping in the shadows, hiding to myself. And I don't know, it's scary. You got 2 kids, you don't know the answers, but next week, from the day I'm filming this, next week I'm going with an MRI with contrast, without contrast, figure out, just at least narrow down what's going on. My last blood work had slightly elevated iron in it, so I don't know. I was reading about iron and tinnitus, and there could be a relationship. My vitamins levels could be out of whack, even though they didn't show out of whack. They showed vitamin D a little bit low, but I've been seeing that since surgery. My bariatric guy, I just had a meeting with him 2 days ago, actually, update from my yearly, and he was saying, you know, asking how I'm doing with the vitamins, and to be honest with you, I haven't been taking them like I should be. It's all my fault. I haven't been taking a multivitamin. I haven't been keeping up with things the way I should have. So as of today, I'm back on my multivitamin, and I'm taking the vitamin B complex and the vitamin D3. So I'm gonna see what happens from the MRI and find out what happens with the vitamins. Maybe I'll do a separate video talking about that whole topic and stuff, because it doesn't seem like it's a super common thing, but it could also just be something that a lot of people don't talk about. You know, there's things that people suffer from that they just don't talk about because they don't think people listen, or they don't think people are going to take them seriously. And I've had that happen a lot in life, where I've not spoke up, and I feel like I should have. And for someone like me that's very outspoken and pretty outgoing, it's weird for me to not talk. So we'll see where that goes. But I should make some kind of content on this, because that was the whole point of adding this to my social media experience for everybody, if you gave a damn, if you're watching this, if you're following this. Now, it's so funny, as I film this, and this is going to be the last video, I started with the intention of posting this on the Honestly OCD, but I think I'm going to post this on this Strictly OCD channel. If you're watching this and it's on Strictly OCD, then you'll know why. Otherwise, it's on Honestly OCD, but I think I'm going to stick with Strictly OCD. The whole plan behind that channel was supposed to be more strictly OCD, meaning strictly me, more me, behind the scenes stuff, more focused on what my hobbies, my passions are outside of the car mods and the detailing and the douche of the day videos and all the stuff that I was consistently posting on Honestly OCD. So I'm not getting rid of Honestly OCD. I still love that, but I feel like introducing a ton of other things like 3D printing and pew-pews and camera stuff. I do want to start posting a lot of gear and tech stuff, because I'm very much into it. I'm not the best, and I am not some kind of super very informative tech person that can give you all of these crazy very technological explanations of the tech, but I will give you my hands-on experience and my personal opinion as somebody who is decently OCD with his stuff, and that's my honest opinion of things. So either way, that's the end of this little thing. I'm going to try to find out how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be an extremely long video. If you stayed to the end of this, God bless you. I don't know. It's been fun. 2 years. I'll probably post an update video every 6 months to a year, something like that. Now that I'm getting into filming more with the full frame mirrorless, and I'm going to be experimenting with a lot of different lenses and whatnot, I feel like it's going to be more fun to produce content. I just got to get used to, like I said, looking into a lens. I have a hard time doing that. Maybe it's the OCD, ADHD type thing where I'm staring at a lens right now, and it's kind of weird. It's not like an eyeball. I might draw like a weird face somewhere, so it kind of looks like I'm looking at the face, but I'm not. I don't know. Very strange. Anyway, that's it so far. So happy with everything. I feel better. I feel like well, hopefully if the results come back with this noggin and there's not, God forbid, knock on wood, a tumor or something, it was the best decision I've ever made in my whole life. And it was scary as all hell, especially going through it at the end of 2020, mid-roaring pandemic and scary stuff, and not having visitors at the hospital, and just starting a whole new journey from that bad episode of life, and creating something positive out of that, and trying to push myself forward to a better place and to be a better me, and to get back something that I lost through my own actions, but I lost who I used to be, and I feel like I'm back. And I'm excited to start producing content and talking more about the surgery and mental health specifically, and everything in between. Tons of topics to talk about. So thank you so much for watching. If you did stick to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Please consider subscribing. And hopefully we have lots and lots of cool things to talk about later on. But let me know down below what you thought about everything. If you've had the surgery, let me know what your experiences were. I know this could have been some way more in-depth video, and I should have posted a lot more and recorded a lot more, and been more technical and recorded more about food and this and that, but I'm sure somebody's done something like that. And to be honest with you, life gets in the way, and I have 2 children that will always take priority over everything. So being a dad and living life and still navigating all the rough waters, however much I was able to film was however much I was able to film, and then that's the end of that. So I have no apologies to make and no excuses. It is what it is. So this is what you got, and I appreciate you for watching. So I'll see you guys on the next one.